Hello guys, so this is Ayush here, and so today's topic is gonna be about how comparison can affect our progress. Okay, so first of all, what is comparison and how do we compare, and what are the forms of comparison, and how does comparison come into picture? Like, comparison is just a basic thing we are supposed to use to compare the things, the materials. We are supposed to compare the materials, but when we put comparison into people, it makes a whole blunder. Okay, so you cannot compare two people, you cannot compare anyone against anyone, you cannot compare a lizard against a dog, you cannot compare a cat against a mouse. Okay, so it's all unique, everyone is unique. You cannot compare one human against another human, you cannot compare yourself against your brother, because your brother might be different, might be different, the way you are brought up could be little different, the way your brother was brought up could be different, or maybe a friend of yours, the way he has been taught about his life can be different, the way you are taught about your life can be different. Even if you're studying in the same class, even if you're studying in the same college, even if you have to appear for the same exam, you still cannot compare against that person, because that exam, the subject about that exam could be a more powerful subject for your friend, and it might not be so aligned with you. So you might do wonders in some other subject and he can do wonders in some other subject, so you cannot compare basically. And we often do that unwillingly, unwantedly, unconsciously. We often compare ourselves even if we know that we are not supposed to compare, even if when we know that we are unique souls, and we still do this mistake quite often. And this could be like, we can take a very small example, this could be like coming from anywhere. Okay, if you're walking on the streets and if you bump into some friend, and that friend just reminded you about a business meeting he is supposed to go. Okay, he's going for a business meeting and you bumped into him, and suddenly you're going for your work. Okay, you're going for your job, 9 to 5 job, let's say. Okay, you're going for your 9 to 5 job, but something inside you is running and telling you that, all the time it's running inside you, that this job is just for the temporary purpose, and ultimately even I need to work on my business ideas, and I need to grow my business or expand my business or whatever. I need to work on something which is more aligned to me than what I'm going to do. Okay, he bumped into you and he told you that he's going for his business meeting, which is his business, which all you also somewhere are looking out for. Okay, so you think that you will automatically, your mind will pop up some thoughts like, oh, where are you at your business, what level are you, what progress I have you made. Okay, are you working on your business, is there something is progressing in your business? But then your answers will be no. Then whole your motivation to go for the work will suddenly reduce, because there's some voice telling you that you are not up to the mark in your business, what you want to do, what you want to start, you are still not there, and you are doing this 9 to 5 stupid thing which you are supposed to quit, right? So you are going for something which is not in alignment with you. So then this comparison, this small thought of comparison, which is coming from external factors, from the environment outside, it may be on the call, you're talking to a person and the person reminded that he is making a YouTube video probably, so, or he is posting on Instagram. So, and your Instagram, you've been inactive since a month. Since a month you have been inactive on Instagram, and it all of a sudden it hits you that, what are you doing, what are you doing? You have been inactive and that person is posting on Instagram something he talked about Instagram. It reminded you of Instagram posts, and you were like, I have been not posting since 1 month, I have been inconsistent. So all of that thought, the negative pattern of the thoughts will come back to your head, and all your progress which you're doing in other fields, maybe you are doing something else, maybe you're doing maybe you're excelling at your work, or maybe you are you have started to write something, you are journaling, or maybe you are reading, you have started reading a lot. Maybe you are spending your time on reading rather than posting on the bloody Instagram. Like, it's all right, that Instagram can just be aside, because right now more important to you, more aligned to you is reading about something. So even if you have been on the top of the game of the Instagram since 2 3 months back, and now all of a sudden you have stopped posting and you are working on something else, it's all right. It's just a matter of time, because this reading might be more aligned to you. So do what is more aligned to you, and don't let any other thought entertain you. Okay, don't let any other person's uh, like any person's comment on his own life, his own journey, which might be not in sync with yours. It might be different. Something might be working for him right now which was not working for him previously, which was working for you previously, and which is not working for you right now. It's all right. It's all right if it's not working for you right now, and if something else is working for you right now. So this comparison, this small thought of comparison makes all the difference. Okay, the whole productivity of your whole day can suddenly decline just because of one thought of comparison, of not being able to do something which you were supposed to do and which you're not doing currently. But just, it's all right. Think about what you can do right now, what can you excel at right now. Okay, maybe if your mind is getting cluttered, just grab your book and just read. The contents of it will make you feel good for some time at least, and it's all right. You can continue your Instagram thing, or you can continue your YouTube thing, or you can continue your whatever your business thing later. Like later, whenever it gets aligned to you, whenever you work on your, like for example, if you're reading, you are gaining knowledge. Okay, or you're doing your 9 to 5 job, you are doing something, you're putting your effort somewhere, just go all in. Okay, just give your 100% without thinking about anything else. Okay, without thinking about your business, without thinking about your Instagram, without thinking about your YouTube or whatever you are doing, without an exercise which you are supposed to do, the meditations you're supposed to do, the yoga you are supposed to do, whatever you are supposed to do. And if you're not able to do, just forget about it and focus on what you are in aligned right now, what you're doing right now. Even if it's not aligned with you, even if you're doing it forcefully, just give your 100% if you're supposed to do it. Okay, otherwise just don't do it. Just sit idle and just deal with those thoughts. You can do that, and you can be unproductive the whole day, and you will sleep unproductive, and the next day you will wake up and you'll be like, damn, that was a bad day. And you will wake up with that thought, with that emotions, with that feeling the next day, and the next day will carry on like that, like the previous day, because nothing has changed. The thought pattern stays. The progress made yesterday was zero, because you were just thinking. Okay, so rather than thinking about something, just do at whatever you feel like doing. Okay, if you have no idea what to do, just look around. What can you do right now? Okay, just do that. It's all right if it's not aligned with what you're supposed to do. Okay, if you're supposed to post 3 posts every week, and if you're not, if it has been 1 month of not posting, it's probably you don't have enough content to post. And posting shitty content doesn't make you consistent in that. Okay, right? Like consistency is fine, but it doesn't mean consistency doesn't mean that you post anything. You just post shitty content just because you need to be consistent, you need to be regular, you need to just keep doing. And even if you don't have anything to do, even if you don't have anything to say, you just say about something, and just to make sense, and just to continue doing it. Like it's all right. Sometimes consistency can work, like posting 10 shitty videos, and then 11th one all of a sudden you can burst out of the Instagram or internet. But I feel it's more aligned, it's more better, or it's more like feasible to do what you are willing to do right now. What is your calling right at the moment. Okay, it might not be talking on a video in front of you, it might not be reading, it might not be going for 9 to 5, it might be just sitting and just visualizing the whole day. It's all right, that is also a part, and doing nothing can also be fine, as long as you it is aligned with you, as long as you feel doing it. Okay, just don't randomly go for anything just for the sake of doing it, even if your interest doesn't lie there. So basically that's what I about, like that's what I'm here to tell you, that comparison, like comparison in any form, comparing yourself, your two selves inside you is also wrong. Like comparing the go to business side or the current job side, comparing both of them is also wrong, right? Because this job, otherwise, if you don't have this job which you are currently working on, even if it doesn't make you feel good, but where will the money come from? Where will your livelihood, how will you sustain your livelihood? Okay, it's all good that you want to do business, but as of now, until your business grows, until you put something efforts in your business, till that time this thing is also good. So this comparison is totally not acceptable, right? So this 9 to 5 is getting you to closer to your business, right? You can collect funds, you can collect ideas, you can collect experiences through your 9 to 5, and you can work and you can put it in the business, and it will help you to grow your business, right? So it's that simple. Like, just stop comparing, just live in the moment, do what it makes you feel right at the moment, no matter what anyone else is doing. Okay, even if your friend is doing whatever, like, it doesn't care, it shouldn't bother you. You need to do your shit, okay, and let them do their shit. And when your time comes, when you're consistent enough with whatever you're doing willingly, with your whole heart in it, when your time comes, everything is gonna work out for you. That business is gonna work out for you, that YouTube you're doing is gonna work out for you, your Instagram is gonna work out for you, your business or whatever you want to do, everything is gonna work out for you at the right time. Okay, just right now, don't get stressed about so many things you have to do. Okay, there might be 8 things, there might be 10 things you have to do, but you cannot do those 10 things, and when you focus on those 10 things, it will just blow up your mind, and you will not be able to do that one thing which you're supposed to do. Okay, just fuck that 10 things, just do what you can do right now. Just take a deep breath and think what is right for you at the moment. The thing which is right for you at the moment, that thing is going to be aligned for you, that thing you're going to actually excel at the moment. And it's all right if you leave aside 9 other things, but at least you can work on that one thing. Your one thing will grow, it will give you growth suddenly to the second thing. It can help you shift to the third one, it can help you shift to the fourth one, and slowly and slowly and slowly you will make progress in all 10 things you want to do. It's all right, I am not the one who says that be the master of one and forget about everything else. No, just grow exponentially, just grow in multiple things. It's all right. If you want to do 10 things, it's all right, but you cannot do 10 things at once. Okay, and you cannot think about 10 things at once. You can think about 10 things at once, but it will fuck you up, it will ruin your mind, and you will not be able to focus on that one thing. So instead of comparing all those things, what you need to do, what others are doing, what you can do and what you're not able to do, just fuck that. Take a deep breath, take some time, just meditate if you want, relax, and do what is aligned for you right now. Okay, because this happened with me right now. Okay, I was supposed to work on something, but I was thinking about my job. I have to change my job, my career, what is gonna happen. I was not able to work on that, I was not able to work on my career, my interviews, nothing was getting aligned, and I was just sitting idle, and I was like, what the fuck is wrong, what the fuck is happening with me? And I was like, what do I feel at the moment? What do I feel? I was feeling multiple thoughts, I was feeling drained out, I was feeling really in a dilemma of what to do, but I had no idea what to do, and I wasted 1 hour before coming to you on this video. I wasted literally 1 hour, and then I was like, what did I do this 1 hour? I just wasted it. Okay, the whole previous week I was working on my portfolios, I was working on my job thing, I was preparing for interviews, and I was searching for the jobs, and I was applying for it. All of this time I was being consistent about that, and I got some interviews also aligned. But today it didn't work out for me. It was not feeling, and I was feeling that this is not exactly what I want to do, and I'm supposed to do something else. But that else also was stopping me from doing what I was doing all this time. So I was like, fuck it, I don't know what to do. Let me just take a deep breath, let me just think, let me just feel what is in alignment with me, and I will do that. That was the only thing I thought, and that was the only thing I felt, and that was the only thing I'm doing. This was supposed to come, this video was supposed to come, because this is what my inner being told me, that this is what you're supposed to do, because this is what you're feeling right now, this is what your thoughts are telling you. I was suffering from this, I was in this dilemma the previous hour, and now I'm catering to that, because it's all right. I'm leaving two things aside, I'm leaving those two things, the main priority things aside, just to make this video, because those two things wasn't working for me right now. Even though I should have been consistent and half-heartedly I should have been doing that, but I don't believe in putting half-heart in anything you do. So right now this video came from my experience I went through the previous hour. So this was in alignment, I did what it was in alignment with me, and I will recommend you to do whatever is in alignment with you. Okay, rather than doing what you're supposed to do, or rather than doing what you want to do what you're feeling to do, what you're aligned to do. Okay, it might be just listening to music, it might be that simple. It's all right, you cannot just be cope up with the whole thing all the time, you cannot be up to this mark, up to the scale all the time. There is a right time for everything, it will come to you. If you have started it, if you have taken the first step, it will come to you. Even though you have to divert, even if you have to take different routes, even if you have to do 10 other things, but that one thing will come to you sooner or later. Okay, so just be happy and be in alignment with yourself, and do whatever makes you feel happy. So this video is out, and I hope that this will help you. I know that whatever I told you, you already might have known, but if you are dealing with a dilemma of what I'm supposed to do, or the comparison thing of this is right or this is right, or whatever, like if you're feeling, but this will just remind you of what you're supposed to do, what is in alignment with you right now. That is the best thing, and that will give you the whole results, and that will make you feel productive, that will make you feel happy at the end of the day. You can sleep in peace, and tomorrow maybe is the right time for you to work on the thing which you were supposed to do. That thing will automatically come to you. So just don't think about it, just do what makes you feel good. So it's all about that. Okay, thank you. I'll see you in the next video.